Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the session on eBird data analysis. I am inviting Dr. P.O. Namir, Head of the Department of Wildlife Sciences, College of Forestry, Kerala, for a short introductory talk.
Okay, good evening, all of you, to this wonderful evening today. We have arranged a webinar by Mr. Sri Kumar, who is a PhD scholar with the Center for Wildlife Studies, Forestry College, Kerala Agriculture University. He will be talking to us about the approach to eBird data analysis, the basics about eBird data analysis approach. Before me introducing Sri Kumar, I would like to say a few words about this webinar session. I understand that we have some, audience from outside Kerala also. That's why we are speaking. We are having this session in English. I also understand that there are some beginners to eBird. So I will tell you briefly about what eBird is all about and why we are having this webinar hosted today. Well, eBird is an online database of bird observations providing scientists, researchers, and amateur naturalists with real-time data about bird distribution and abundance. Originally restricted to sightings from the Western Hemisphere, the project expanded to include New Zealand in 2008 and again expanded to cover the whole of the world in June 2010. eBird has been described as an ambitious example of enlisting amateurs to gather data on biodiversity for use in science. eBird is an example of crowdsourcing and has been hailed as an example of democratizing science, treating citizens as scientists, allowing the public to access and use their data, their own data and the collective data gathered by others. Launched in 2002 by the Cornell Lab of Ornithology at the Cornell University and the National Audubon Society, eBird gathers basic data on bird abundance and distribution. As of now, over 700 million bird observations recorded through this global database, and in recent years, there have been over 100 million bird observations recorded each year. And best part is that it's a free service. The data are stored in a secure facility and archived daily and is accessible to anyone via the eBird website and other applications developed by the global biodiversity information community. For example, eBird data are part of Okay. For example, eBird data are part of avian knowledge network. In turn, the avian knowledge network feeds eBird data to international biodiversity data systems such as the Global Biodiversity Information Facility. So, the purpose of Okay, so the purpose of today's workshop is that, or this webinar is that, we have this voluminous amount of data that is gathered by both amateurs as well as scientific community, and we need to use this data effectively, which would further, help the birds in general and ecosystem in general and birds in particular. So that's why, we are all here as to, with Srikumar to explain us, how, we can effectively use this data by using some simple, analytical tool. And so that's a background of, today's webinar. And as a brief introduction about the speaker of the day, Mr. Srikumar ER. As I said, he is a research scholar with the Center for Wildlife Studies, Forestry College, Kerala Agricultural University, Thrissur. Srikumar has been a keen bird watcher, as well as, he is a keen eBirder too, and he has also been acting as a eBird reviewer for Thrissur district for quite some time, and he has been an active participant in various citizen science programs, including GBBC, Autumn Bird Count, and also the Kerala Bird Atlas Project. As a matter of fact, the Kerala Bird Atlas Project that was started in 2015 has just culminated today. So it was a 5-year project. The field data collection is over today, and we'll be analyzing this voluminous data that we have gathered as part of this 5-year project data. So he has been an active participant in the Kerala Bird Atlas project also. Well, he also has taught at the country level in the GBBC program in 2014 by contributing more than 100 checklists over a period of just 4 days. So we have a very good person as a speaker of the day, and Srikumar has been very strong with the data analysis part too. So that's all I have to say as an introductory remark. And I once again welcome all of you to this webinar. Over to Srikumar. Sri?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for introducing me. I think everyone can see my screen. Abhirami, could you please confirm that?
Yes, കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ട്. Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay. I am here talking very basic things of eBird data analysis, mainly how we can look at the eBird data and how we can download various data sets from eBird, like that. Very, very simple analysis. Okay, I am not going to any complicated or by using some other sophisticated statistical software like that. I'm only doing some very simple analysis using spreadsheet software. Oh, 1 minute. Yes, as like Namir sir already told about the eBird project that was launched in 2002 by Cornell Lab of Ornithology and National Hopedon Society. And the project get popular because of the crowdsourcing, democratizing science, and treating citizens as scientists. So eBird trying to collect their data from the public people by considering them as a scientist. So eBird has a strong review system that ensure the data quality of eBird. That is the most good thing when we are in research or also in general answer to specific questions like that. Okay. Then eBird India is a separate project that maintained by Bird Count India since 2010. And this is the basic eBird checklist. So when we upload a eBird checklist, Mainly we give species, what species we observe, and number of that species, and we also give the date, time, location, and how many observers and their name if they have any eBird account. And co-observers has or has not eBird account, that is not a problem. Okay. And this is the very basic checklist, and you get I think all of you can see my mouse cursor. Okay, this is the eBird checklist ID, and you can see the date and time. This is the starting time of the checklist, and place, and like the name of observers, the two observers in this checklist, and what is the duration of this checklist, and how many distance we covered during this checklist within 15 minutes, and that the map of the path we covered, and of course the all the species observed and the respective numbers, and also the checklist comments. Okay, this is the structure of basic eBird checklist. So actually we are giving this data to eBird by using the millions of data. eBird uh, eBird already exists some analysis, or we all we uh, get we get some useful data from eBird by not going to any personal analysis. Okay, eBird itself giving many output from this data, and this is the eBird data explore web page. I will show the web page, and I can uh, explore some data through this page, and how can we useful this how can we use this page for answering some questions like that. And you can ask any questions to eBird about the birds, like what are the key identification features of black and orange flycatcher. Okay, eBird have some most of the species eBird have some notes about the key identification features. And where can I see the lesser cockle? eBird provides distribution maps, and that is the finer distribution maps, not like the distribution maps in bird guidebooks. And how many species reported in Idiki district? Idiki district, for the information of other non-Keralates, Idiki is the district from Kerala. And what about the seasonality of wood sandpaper in Kerala? As you know, wood sandpaper is a migratory species. So when we can see the wood sandpaper in Kerala, and which month the Gargani arrives in Kerala, and which are the migratory birds in an hotspot. And you can ask many questions to eBird, and much of the questions easily answered by exploring the eBird dataset. And some of the questions we can address through analyzing the eBird basic dataset, that is the public dataset provided by eBird. And this is about the eBird data download. We can download histogram data, my eBird data, that is the your own data, and also the public data from anywhere in the world. You can access that data. And uh, this is the very important question: which data do you need? You need the whole global data, or I need only an Indian data, I need only Indian data, or I need only Kerala data, or I need only a data related to some specific species, like that. So that is very important, because when you go for the global data, the data will be very huge. That may not be managed by simple software like Excel or spreadsheet, etc. And that can be only managed by some good software like R, Python, like that. And also you need a good configuration computer to manage some big data. So uh, please try to download the data you need. Okay, here is the some software used for eBird data analyzing or eBird data looking or so majority of the people using R for the analyzing the eBird data. It's not majority. I think majority of people using Excel or simple software like LibreOffice Calc, etc. And some professional analysts use R, Python, etc. And you also need use QGIS or ArcGIS for location management or any analysis related to the location or maps. And Notepad also useful to see the data, or we can make some small editing in that data. You can use Notepad++ or simple Microsoft Notepad. Okay, here is the very basic uh, presentation to eBird data analysis. So uh, I can see some the use of the eBird Explore page. Okay, I am previously asked some questions. Then here we're trying to address that questions. So first of all, you can see the Explore species panel. You can explore the whole data about a single species. Okay, I am explore some species like black and orange flycatcher. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the a species web page. This is the species page of black and orange flycatcher. Okay, here you can see the first you seen the species, or you have the data of the species in your eBird account, and you have the photo or not, you have the audio or not. So I don't have any audio. I'm not seeing the species in this year. That is, if I saw the species in this year, the blue, light blue color will appear here. And also you get the variant photos like the and a female photo, juvenile photo, etc. And you can get some key identification feature here. It may not be available for whole species, but most of the species it has. Okay, yeah, here you can listen the call for song of the species, and you can see symbol statistics, that is U and eBird. Okay, I cited this species about 12 times with 2 observation has with images and none of the observation with audio. But in whole dataset, 2009 observations are there. Out of that, 271 observation with photos and 19 observations with audio. Okay, you can also see a weekly bar chart here by choosing the region. If I choose the Kerala, yeah, I can see the weekly bar chart here. Okay, you can also see the top photos or the high quality photos or any special photos here, and also see the top audio and top video. Yeah, this is about the species page, species explore page. Basically, oh, I forgot that. You can see also the map of the species here. You can enlarge the map by using this, okay, large map or the full screen, okay, like that. And you can also zoom the map here by pressing control, okay, and by that you can see the exact location where it was reported. Okay, that is about this species page. And going back to explore eBird explore page, and next is the explore region. Here you can explore some statistics of birds in some district or country, like that. You may not see a smaller place like Kerala Agricultural University campus here, or not any local places not appearing here. Here you only uh, get the district and uh, higher level of the category. Just I am just looking at the statistics of India. India, yes. Okay, in India, it's the location here stated, that is India, and all the years it shows the all the year data here. And just overview, we have 1,338 species, and till now eBird have the more than 1 million checklist. Yes, and here you can see it's filtered by, or it arranged by the last seen category. So this is the Asian coil is the last updated species. That is, every day by the 24 hours of clock they updating the data. So this is the yesterday's data that last updated. So Asian coil is the last seen species in India by the some observer, and in 12th September. You can also see the first scene. So when I clicking first scene, okay. For example, red-billed starling is first sighted in 13 February 2020. So this is the very new addition to Indian checklist in eBird, at least in eBird. Okay, that observed by some observer with the photo and the comment. You can also see the comments on photos here by just clicking it. Okay, like this. Uh, you can ask any questions between this, no problem. Okay. Um, then you can explore the high counts, or this means the oriental dollar bird is the 10 is the highest count reported in eBird. Like that, white tern is the maximum count appeared 1, and you can see many other species here. The streak laughing thrush is the 100 is the high count of the species, and you can see also the bar charts, and this is very useful. And you can see the bar charts of all the 1,330 species here. And there's the fulvous whistling duck. It's present in almost every time in India, almost all time in India. Lesser whistling duck, like that. And yeah, bar-headed goose. It's also all the year. Yeah, this is greater white-fronted goose. It is the pure migratory species to India. That is the bar charts indicates, because this species is totally absent in, especially in the June, the April or June, July till October, like that. So this is about the bar chart. How can you read the bar chart? Is this green line is the every month is divided into 4 weeks. So every week's data is represented here. So green lines, you can see the scale here. Yeah. The height of the green line increases, the widespread widespread prior to widespread scaling. The what the green line is very narrow. That means the species is very rare in that week or in that month, like that. If the green line is very thicker, that means the species is widespread in that week. That is the meaning of that way how you read the bar chart. And you can also change the date here, or change the location. And I change the location to some other uh, some other state, like, yeah, Andaman Nicobar. Continue. So, and the region. Before we go to yeah, here we get the all the records of Andaman Nicobar, and there are 287 species here, like that. You can read such bar charts from any place or any date, like that. And going back to the explore data page, and there are another way to explore from this page is the species maps. When going to the species map, you can explore any species map here, like what is the common hokuku. Yeah, common hokuku. You can see the global distribution here. Yeah, common hokuku endemic to India and Sri Lanka. And you can see also many the gray pixels. Gray pixels, that means there are some birding happened there, but the species is not reported. The species is also reported from the Oman side also. Yeah. Yes, this is the global distribution. You can see that. And when you zoom to a very specific level, yeah, you can see the actual points here. Yeah, you can see the actual points here by zooming zooming to a very specific place. Okay, you can instead of grids, you can see the actual location where from that bird reported. Okay, here are some other information. This blue indicates the is the person location. Blue, it's a plain blue markers indicates the person location, and blue with some sign, so some fire sign, like that. It's a birding hotspot. And also the red line, uh, uh, red with the sign is the very recent birding hotspot, and the plain red one is the recent person location. Okay, this information we can get from here. You can zoom to the location by entering, like that. If I need to common hokuku appearance in Thrissur district in Kerala, we can see it's very simple. Okay, you can enter any district name or state name or country name here. Then you can see the occurrence of the species in the respective place. Also, you can change the date. You can see the species occurrence in year round and all years, or year round of past 10 years. Year round is the current year, or you can manually change the date span here. I want the species occurrence during the August, November, or for past 10 years, you can simply get here. Yeah, like this. Okay, this is about the species exploration page. And next, we are going to the explore hotspot. In eBird, hotspot means a public place accessible to the public people, and that is the only criteria of the birding hotspot. That can be any park or any lakeside, etc. But it should not be a personal location like my home, like that, or any private property. That is not an hotspot. So hotspot not meaning to any species diversity seen there. Okay, you can see the hotspot in different colors. So the scale is already given here. The gray means the lower density of species observed in that hotspot, and the red indicates the more species observed from that hotspot. If you know any hotspot name, you can just enter here and explore that hotspot. Like I am entering Kerala Agricultural University, and I have some 5 or 6 hotspot in that campus. So I am going to the general area. Okay, okay, this is about the uh, details of the that specific hotspot. You can see the number of species observed in that hotspot and how many checklists uploaded for past years. And you can also get the bar chart specific to that hotspot, high counts, directions, or you can navigate to the hotspot by clicking directions. And you can also submit data by selecting the hotspot from the Hotspot Explorer. And you can also go into the view details. So you can see the more detailed data on this Kerala Agricultural University general area. Yeah, here. Uh, yeah, you can see the species name and how many species, how many checklist, like that. Who are the recent uh, visitors to this agriculture university campus. You can get here, and you can also get the illustrated checklist. And yeah, you can get the checklist with species name, bar chart. If photo is available in eBird, you can also get the photo. And if the audio is available, yeah, audio, you can also attach it to this checklist. Yeah, this is the illustrated checklist. This is very useful to view the details about a specific hotspot or any region in the eBird. Okay, that is about the hotspot uh, exploration. And we are going back to the exploration page. You can search the photos and sounds.
Okay, Sri Kumarata, we have a few questions regarding hotspots. Can you answer it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, the first question is from Ambika. She's asking,
Yep.
how does a particular region be regarded a hotspot?
Okay. There is no specific criteria for a hotspot, but the very specific criteria is it should be a public place and can be accessible to the public people, and it should not be a private place like my home or any private plantations like that. And the hotspot is not relating to any species diversity there. Okay, I can suggest a nice place, a nice public place as a hotspot. It does not mean that that place is very abundant with birds. Nothing like that. It's just a public place, can be accessible to all people. That's only. Yes, I think it is clear.
Okay. Okay. Next question is, how can we create a hotspot?
Yes, that is very simple. When you submitting a checklist from your uh, mobile mobile app, it is not possible by doing with the mobile app. By uh, using the website, you can easily suggest a hotspot. uh, okay, I will illustrate that. Yes, I'm going to my eBird. Okay. uh, if I need to, okay, I'm not dealing with the uh, whole that or whole links in this page, because that is not the purpose of this talk. uh, when I go to the locations, and yes, if I need to uh, yeah, I need to suggest this place, that is Ariyanur, as an hotspot. um, this shared one. Yeah. uh, yes, if I need to suggest that Aripa Mrishtika Swamp place as a hotspot, I just want to edit by going to locations. That page, you are getting all the places you visited. By clicking edit, you get this page, and here is the option suggest as a hotspot. This is one option, and there is another option when you submit a checklist through the this website. And this is very simple, and first you want to choose the location. Yeah, I can find it in the map to show. Yeah, any place. Yeah, I need. Okay, if I need this place, just for an example, I need this place, want to suggest it as a hotspot. I am here birding. I am birding here and upload the data of this location. So you can simply tick this suggestion. It says suggested as birding hotspot. By clicking that, you want to enter some name. Just I give the name as test and just click continue. By doing this, uh, this this location already gone to the district reviewer for the review purpose. If the hotspot editor thinks that, oh, this is the good place for the eBird hotspot and it meet the all criteria as a hotspot, then he can just approve that suggestion. Otherwise, the editor reverse back the or reverse the suggestion, reverse the location as personal location, like that. I think it is clear that this is the. If you need a more explanation, you can ping me after this talk. Yeah, Abhirami, any other questions?
No more questions.
Okay, fine. Uh, Here we go. We are going to the media exploration page. Here you can explore any media, any species, and you can see your own media uploads by clicking my media. Yeah, you can see it will filter the medias by username, and you can just clear that. um, and you can see some species just like, yeah, red whiskered. Oh no, it's not contributor. Then change to species. Yeah, whiskered received like that, any species. Yeah, you can see the images of whiskered received. Um, you can see the whole images by clicking show more, like that. You can explore any media through this media exploration page, and you can also save this as a spreadsheet. Okay, that is more interesting. Okay, you can just save it as a spreadsheet here, and you can get the whole details about the search. Okay, yeah, this is all about the media contributions of Whisker Shift in eBird. You can get some numbers, don't bother that. Yeah, you can get the format, that is photo or video or audio, scientific name of the species, common name of the species, background species, if any suggested. If one photo have multiple species, some user suggested for a background species, and who is taken this photo or record the audio, like that. So who is the contributor, and date of the contribution, year, month, day, time. What's time in not a specific format. You can just change the format of the time. Okay. Oh, I think here is some problem. You can look into the country, you get the country and state.
Sri Gomanata,
Yes.
please make a bit louder. Okay.
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 Yes, yes. Okay. Here we get the latitude, longitude, all the information associated with that species or that media we can get by downloading the downloading such data sets. So you can simply, okay, I need to know the media contributions of a region, like, yeah, Kerala. Okay, yes. Here I get the whole media availability of Kerala region, and I can save this search as a spreadsheet, and I can easily find out who are the contributor, who are the top contributor of this region, that is Kerala, who uploads more for videos, or who uploads more audio, like that. You can fund with that data. Okay, that is about, you can filter, apply any filter in this search. Yeah, you can filter with species, date, contributor. In more filters, you can apply all these filters. Okay, you can play with these filters and get more data that you need. Okay, okay, that is about that. uh, and this is the most important search tool in eBird media, sorry, eBird exploration tool. And this is the bar chart. Bar chart, I already told you how can we read the bar chart. And by exploring the bar chart, we can go for the whole the country, India, or we can use some states of the country, or you can go with the hotspot of the country, or we can go by the important bird areas of the country. Otherwise, we can go the bird conservation region that not available in India, that is the UK bird conservation regions. And we can also choose the my locations. Okay, I need to know the status of some species, that uh, status of the species that already observe myself. So I can choose some several places by by holding the control button and just click for the multiple data to select or multiple location to select and just click continue. You get the whole what the uh, by merging all these places, eBird gives the species list. The 91 species uh, was observed myself from these places. And uh, what are the bar chart status of the species by analyzing my checklists only. Okay, you can see any species from headed parakeet. I observed this bird only in this time, like September, from any of the region above cited. Yeah, like that, you can explore that your own data through bar chart, and you can also choose the whole country or some states of the country like Kerala, or I can select the entire region or counties in Kerala. Counties means districts, and hotspot in Kerala, like that. If I choose the counties, just click continue. Yeah, the whole the counties or district here. I can choose the Idiki. Yeah, continue. Yeah, this is the bird statistics of the Idiki. There are 359 species reported till now, and these are the species, the lesser whistling duck that is available throughout the year. And yeah, cotton pygmy goose, it's available through from the January to May, very constant, or November to May. And there are some isolated records in August and September. Yeah, like that. I can understand any it's widespread or rare, or what is the seasonality of the species through this tool. That is the importance of this bar chart search. That is very important. And I can also download the histogram data of this search. If I go with any species, yeah, western yellow wagtail. Oh, sorry. Uh, okay. If you click on the species name, it will lead to the species exploration page. And I can, if you need to see the histogram, you just click the this icon, or if you click on this icon, you will lead to the map page of the species, map exploration page. And I click to this icon, it will lead to the histogram data. So all data you can get here, like frequency. Frequency means the how many if a district have 100 list, in that 100 list, this specific species, that is Indian peafowl, is appeared in like 75 list. Out of 100, 75 list have the Indian peafowl. That frequency is 0.75, like that. And abundance, you can get abundance, birds per hour, how many individuals of birds can be seen per hour. Okay, this is the 9 in second or third week of January or first week of February. We can, this the birds per hour is 9.72. You can also see the values here. Okay, then high count, then totals. What is the total reporting in each week? Like that, average count. Okay, these are the data you instantly get from this page. And you can also download the data. Okay, here you get the bar chart, and if you have any doubt what is abundance, what is birds per hour, you can simply click the link that what is means the above birds per hour or abundance or like that. And you can also download the line graph data or histogram data. It simply gives in a CSV file. Okay, not in CSV file, it's a text file. You can simply okay, you can simply drag the file into a Excel interface. You can get the data. You can see the data. Here they already given the frequency, abundance, birds per hour, high count. By using this data, you can create some beautiful graph. Okay, that is the uh, advantages of this download or data. You can also uh, take the graph from eBird itself by clicking. There is no option to downloading these graphs as JPEG or any image file. You can create your own by using the data. Okay, line graph data or histogram data. That is about the this exploration tools in eBird. And you can also get the target species, what species is targeted. If just clicking by that, you can get your target species for a region. Yeah, you can go to Kerala. Okay, year round. Yeah, life list by comparing my life list. Okay, still I have 219 species want to observe from the Kerala, the white-tailed swallow, bell-billed like that. You can also know your target species from a region, and you can enable some alerts that you can explore. The rest of things you can simply explore. Here is the photo plus sound cues that help to improve your bird identification ability by attending these cues and all. And you can also see the live submission map from eBird. You can uh, you can explore rest of the things. Okay, I am going to the next level, that is the how to download your own data. You are giving so much data to eBird, so I need my data back, or I need to know what are the data I have uploaded till now. So for that, you can go to my eBird page, and by down, and you get an option, download my data. Just clicking that, you can um, forward to the next page, and they will say just it will take some time, and within 24 hours they will send you the data in the specified email address. Just clicking the submit, you you can get the data. Okay, it's very simple. And when I opening my data, yeah, this is my data. Yes, in this data set, yeah, you can um, see the some some entries like submission ID. This is the ID of each submission have different ID in eBird. That is the mainly this is the checklist lead. Actually, this is the checklist ID, and each checklist have some unique ID. By using this ID, you can identify that specific checklist. And common name of the species, scientific name of the species, taxonomic order, that means the specific number to each species. So all the lesser whistling duck have 232. That is the eBird taxonomy number. And what count I observed, in which state, county, location ID. In eBird, each location or each hotspot or each person location have a specific ID. And what is the location name, and what is the latitude or geo coordinates of a location, and date of the observation, okay, time of the observation started. So protocol means the eBird have some protocols like uh, traveling, that is the usual bird monitoring practice, and incidental or point count like that, and duration of the checklist. And this is the old observation reported. Or if I am going to some other purpose, I can see some birds like a house crow. I just entry the house crow into eBird, but the bird watching is not my primary target. That is just a casual observation. In that observation, I am not doing the reporting whole species. So if the primary purpose of mine is the bird watching, yeah, if I can identify the whole species I cited confidently, then I can choose the whole observation is reported. That is here. 0 means it's not all observation reported. 1 means all observation reported. Distance traveled, if you going to the traveling bird count or protocol, the eBird mobile app automatically calculate the distance you traveled. And area covered, in some of the protocol, the eBird calculates the area. Number of observers, how observers along with me, including me, yes. And breeding code, if any. Observation details, if I have any comments, that comment also appeared here. And checklist comments, uh, if I have uploaded any, I had uploaded any media, I can get the media ID here by, yeah, by citing this media ID. I can explore the media from the eBird. This is the basic data set, come from the my eBird data. So this is my own data. Any not public data is not included here. Yes, that is about my data. Uh, if I need to download the public data, that is the a data represent to some region like Kerala or Maharashtra or Tamil Nadu, or data relating to a district like Thrissur, Calicut or Tirunelveli, like that, I can simply download that data through eBird. For that, you can go to the downside of the any page, and you can see the science section. Under that, you can see the request data. Okay, by clicking request data, it will lead to a eBird data access page. Okay, if you are a new eBirder or newly requesting or new user that requesting the eBird data, you can you have to first request the access, and within 24 hours they will give the access by reviewing your requirement. Okay, if you have the access, you can simply click this, and here is the more filtering things. Okay, I can simply download the whole world data, that is the size of 90 plus GB. And next, I can go by the, I can select all species or data of some specific species. I can go with all region, that is the world. I can choose some specific region. And uh, I can choose the whole dates, or I can stick with some date range. And this is the another option, include unvetted data. Unvetted means the unreviewed or not reviewed data. That is not a good thing to include unvetted data in the data set. So in most of the cases, we have to uncheck this box. We have to not check this box. Okay. Okay, I am demonstrating some downloads. So I want to the data of like a house sparrow. Yeah, house sparrow. And all regions, or I can choose all regions or some specific regions in Kerala. Okay, then all dates. Yeah, I am going with all dates. Just clicking submit request. Yes. Uh, they give you a message that is, we received your request. We will send the download file when that data is ready, and you can request another data simultaneously, no problem. uh, there is another note like that, they will not provide the sensitive species data through the public data access. So you have to request especially or directly to the corner lab of ornithology for getting this data. So sensitive species data is not getting here. The one of the sensitive species is the Indian great hornbill. So you will not get any data of great Indian hornbill through the through this uh, public data access. Okay, I already downloaded the data. So yeah, not this. Yeah. This is the data of Shambu laughing thrush, that is an endemic species to Western Ghats. And this is a look like the public data set. Here is the data, the only consists the data of Ashambu laughing thrush. And the structure of the data is very important. So in first column, you get the global unique identifier. Okay, I think you can see the text here. Global unique identifier is the every observation in eBird have some unique code like this, like this. This is the unique code for every observation. That is the global unique identifier. And when is the last edited this observation? I can edit any of my observation in any time. So this is the last date of last date of edited. And taxonomic order, every species have some taxonomic number in eBird. And category means species or subspecies or slash like that. And here is the common name, scientific name, subspecies name if any. The observer reported as a subspecies, the subspecies details also included. Then observation count, how many individuals of birds observed. And breeding bird atlas, that's not applicable. Then breeding bird atlas category, age or sex. And there's the country, in which country this reported. It's a country code. Every country has unique code in eBird. For India, it is IN. State, name of the state, and state code. Every state also have some specific code. Uh, then county means district, and each county also has some unique ID. Then IBA code, BCR code is not applicable to us. Atlas block, then locality. Locality name, this is the name of the locality that given by the observer. And each location have some specific ID, unique ID in eBird. So this is that ID. And locality type, that is it is a personal location or a hotspot like that. H means hotspot, P means personal location. and geo coordinates of the location, then observation date. Okay, observation date, time of observation started, then observer ID. Observer ID means every eBird user have some specific ID. Every user have some ID, that ID is given here. Then sampling event identifier, that is very important. Sampling event identifier is the ID of the every checklist. Okay, simply if I choose any checklist like, yeah, you can see the checklist ID here or here. Address bar, you can also see the ID, and here also you can see the ID, checklist ID. This is unique for a one checklist. Okay, if I share this checklist with someone, okay, I can go by some shared checklist. Uh, okay, this checklist ID is, yeah, is the last 3 digit is the 493. This is the unique checklist ID for my checklist. I shared this checklist with some my co-birder, that is Praveen. If I choose his checklist, the checklist ID will be different. Okay, that is the checklist ID with the last 3 digit is 494. Okay, every checklist have some unique ID. If it is shared, also that has come. So unique ID will be come. Okay, that is very important. Then protocol type, so historical or traveling like that. So every protocol have some code, and which project under this observation uploaded. India have some specific project, that is eBird India project, and you can upload the data to any portal like eBird India or eBird, it's a general eBird site. And duration of the minutes, duration in minutes is the what is the duration of the every checklist. And effort, if you are going to a traveling protocol, what is the distance you covered within this the what the time of observation, like observation time. Okay, here is the 5 kilometer covered in 180 minutes, like that. The effort in area, that is not applicable. Number of observers associated with this observation, so all species reported or not. There is the another important thing, that is the group identifier. If this specific list is shared with someone else, this group ID will be created. So uh, these are the two different
അയ്യോ
checklist
ഞങ്ങൾ എല്ലാം കളയാൻ പോവാ.
sampling event identifier. So, but these two checklists have some same group identifier. That means these two observation uh, have the shared checklist. So, shared checklist means the same data in different checklist or different checklist ID. Uh, if if we consider the whole data, including the duplicate checklist, actually these two are, one of the checklist is duplicate because the data is very same. Okay, we can check that simply. We can just copy that ID and just paste here. You can get the called species list. Okay, this checklist was shared with two other people by Shankar Raman. Here is the different sampling identifier, but the checklist is very same. Yes, 8 species observed. The whole associated data will be seen here. Okay, these are the two different checklists, but these checklists are shared. One with the um, Jagannathan and one with the Raman. Okay, yeah, this is the um, this is about the group ID. So group ID is the same with the shared checklist. So we can use this group IDs to identify the duplicates checklist here. And next entry is the has media or not. If the media is uploaded with associated with this, it will become 1, or otherwise it is 0. And next one is the approved, means every uh, observations are going to a regional reviewer, and if he approved the data, if the data is okay or observation is okay, he just approve that uh, observation. And if the observation is approved, it will appear as 1, otherwise it is 0. Okay, if you download the unvetted data, the non-approved uh, non-approved observations also come here, and it's reviewed or not. So all observation not come to a review purpose. If I report some 10 house crows from my location, it it is not a big thing, or it not need to review, because it is very common here. So if the observation got reviewed like this is the observation. Yeah, this is the Ashambul of Indrash reported from different region in Tirunelveli. Okay, it gone to the what review purpose, and in review, the reviewer was approved this uh, observation like that. If there any reason for the review or approving such observations, so that will be also stated here. Then if observer has any comments on this checklist, you can also see that here. This is the specific to eBird checklist comments, and this is specific to species comments, calls heard, name noted as, like that. Now this is the basic structure of uh, eBird public eBird dataset. You can use this dataset to analyze many things, so very basic things. So I am switching to another data. This is the data containing only one species. So I am switching to another data. This is also public data. Okay. Okay. Before that, okay. Here we using some formula for cleaning the data. Okay. So any purpose, the Excel have some formulas to do the things, like some any data. So many formulas available in Excel. So for using such formulas, we need to avoid the blank cells from the data. Okay, how can we do that now? Okay, that is the first step. You have to do that. Okay, here I am going to the group identifier column. Okay, in this uh, data, you have some entries in some cells, or some cells are blank. So we need to convert the blank cells into a cells that containing some value. Okay. Uh, okay. How can we do that? This is the first step. You have to do this because we have to use some formula to avoiding duplicate list. Okay, that I will show how to do that. So forward, blank cells. So first you have to select the column. I select the column group identifier, then going to find and select, then going to go to, after that go to special, just click that, and here you get the option for a blanks. Just select the blanks and click OK. In next moment, Excel will automatically select the blank columns only, blank cells only. Okay, here you just we want to give some value, so I am going to give the value as NA. It's not applicable. Okay, just type the value that you needed, that is here it is NA, and just hold the control and click the enter. Okay, in next moment, in all the blank cells filled with the same value, that is NA. Okay, this is the simple step, and this is the most important step. You have to do this. Okay, I'm already said that there are some duplicate list in eBird dataset. So first you have to avoid such data from this dataset, because if we use the duplicate data, the sum of the frequency values or any other values will become wrong. Okay, so I am here to avoiding the duplicate data. So first, for that, I want to know the which are the shared list and which are the unique list, that is not shared list. Okay, for that, if the shared list exists, there should have a group ID, isn't it? If the list is shared between observers, yeah, yeah, here you should have some group ID, yeah, like this. Okay, if the list is not shared, there is no group ID. Okay, I am filled with NA in all the blank cells. You can easily fill this by using R code. If we using the bigger data sets, we should use R. Otherwise, it will be a problem, or because Excel not support more than 10 lakh entries. Okay, 10 lakh rows, specifically rows. Okay, okay, this is not a shared list, and but this is the shared list. Okay, I can here see the group ID, and for this list, I'm not able to see a group ID. So this is not shared, but this list is shared. So I want to know which lists are shared and which lists are not shared. Okay, for that I am creating a new column. Okay, just click and right click, then insert. Then here you get the new column. Okay, I am giving a header like unique dot id. Any name you can give. Okay, here I'm using a specific formula, like if the sampling event identifier, that is the checklist ID, sorry, uh, if the group identifier part or group identifier ID is exist. Okay, exist, that is not NA, exist, I needed to that name here. Otherwise, Excel should pick the sampling event identifier or the checklist ID. Okay, here is the formula. Every formula in Excel you need to start with equal to. Okay, equal to if. If is the general um, formula we are using for any if command, because this like this the Excel should copy that data to this cell like that. If we have to start a bracket, and the Excel already shows some details, like it's a logical test, isn't it? It's a logical. What is a logical test? and here we go. This AO, this AO means AO2 means this is the group identifier. Okay, this is the group identifier. If this is okay, that is here you can see if AO2 equal to in double quotes NA, any text value you should code with double quotes. Okay, if AO2 is NA, okay, then comma. Then Excel shows the value if true, that is if AO2 is NA, what should be the result? If AO2 is NA, that is the list is not shared, then the Excel have to copy the sampling event identifier that data. Okay, that is AF2, that is AF2, that is the checklist ID. Okay, if the logical test is false, what should Excel do? Nothing, that is the AO2 itself copy because the group event identifier. Just close the bracket, just click enter, you get the ID. Okay, you get the sampling event identifier here. Okay, you can just copy this formula to all entries. So you get the mini values here. Okay, you get the sampling event identifier, and in some entries you get the group event identifier. This group event identifier means this is the shared checklist. Okay, all the shared checklist has some unique group event identifier. If the list is not shared, the sampling event identifier, that is the checklist ID, is unique. If the checklists are shared, every person's checklist have some unique ID. That is the most important thing you have to understand. Here you can ask any questions about this because this is very important to understand. Okay, any questions from any people, please ask. Okay, I think so no questions. Abhirami, is it okay?
No
No
questions.
questions are there.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I think you people understand that because this is very important. Okay, this is about the unique event identifier. We have to identify the unique checklists from the dataset. Okay, by using this column, we are going to remove the duplicates. Okay, duplicate data from the entry. Here you can see this specific ID, that is the ended with 337, is repeated several times in this data. So all these are duplicate entries. Okay, then we can sort out the duplicate data from here. For that, you have to select the whole data set. With Control A, you can select whole data set, and then you are going to remove the duplicates. Excel will automatically do that for you. So for that, you can go to data. Okay, data. Then here you get an option, remove duplicates. If you cannot able to find this option, you can simply search here, remove duplicates. Okay, you can do anyway, no problem. Okay, here comes the next dialog box. Okay, here here some fields are entered. This is the heading of the each column. So Excel asks to in which database you have to remove the duplicates. Okay, first we have to do the unselect all. Okay, then we have to choose we can say that based on these fields I wanted to remove my duplicates. Okay, first such field is the unique ID that just created now. Okay, this is not available in any data set of eBird, that you have to create your own. Okay, that is very important. Okay, based on the unique ID. Okay, here is the another thing, that is one checklist has several species, maybe 5 species. Okay, all species listed in this data set. So 5 species, the 5 entries will be appeared here. Okay, in all that 5 entries, the unique ID is the same. So we have to remove the if the shared checklist has black drongo in the checklist shared with 5 people. In this checklist include that black drongo is 5 times with the same checklist ID or sampling event identifier. So we have to remove that part, but we have to retain the specific species entries. We have to get all the entries in a checklist. Okay, so for that we have to remove duplicates based on, first is the unique ID, second is the scientific name or common name. You can select whatever. Okay, no problem. Okay, both are unique in eBird. Okay, based on this one, you have to remove all the duplicates data. Here is the another thing, the observer ID is associated with this data set also get uh, removed. Some of the observer ID data also get removed. If you don't have to any analysis with the observer ID, you have to simply go to this like this. Otherwise, before doing this, you have to go to the observer ID column, that is AE. Select just copy and paste it somewhere else. Okay, just paste. Okay, here you get the all the observer ID fields. Okay, after that you can simply go to remove the based on the unique ID and scientific name or common name, any you need. Okay, just click OK. It will take some time. Okay, yes, the Excel says that more than 60,000 duplicates values found and removed, and 69,000, more than 69,000 values, unique values remain. Okay, this means the 69,753 records are unique to this location. Okay, this is the data set for KU campus. Okay, Kerala Agricultural University campus. Okay, you can get the public data based on the district and all. Okay, anyway, data looks like this. Okay, okay, we already removed the duplicates. Then now we can do some analysis based on this. Okay, uh, okay. I don't know if you have the idea of creating some pivot table in Excel, that will be excellent. Yeah, I can give some introduction to that. Okay, for pivot table is the tool in Excel that uh, allow you to create some uh, filtered tables or data set from the main data set, and that you can use for the analysis. Okay, for creating a pivot table, just select the whole data in this sheet by clicking Control A. Okay, and then go to insert portion and go to pivot table. Okay, otherwise you can simply type here the pivot table. Okay, just click pivot table, and first we already select the data. Okay, by Control A. You can use the external data source, it's not applicable here. Okay, choose where you want to place the pivot table. It's better to place the pivot table in a new worksheet, that will be always better. Okay, here is the another thing. Choose whether you want to analyze multiple tables. Okay, we want to analyze multiple tables, so we can choose this option, that is add this data to data model. Okay, just click that, then click OK. Okay, it will take some time because the Excel is analyzing the whole data and compile to a specific format. So from that you can easily pick up the data and create the what uh, data set what you want. Okay, here is the pivot table. Okay, here is some options. Yeah, yes. Okay, the basic idea of pivot table is the here is the 4 entries. That is the you can use filters, which are the column heads, which are the row heads, which are the values considered. Okay, here is the simple thing. We are first going to uh, calculate how many species in this place. That is the I am analyzing the Kerala Agricultural University data set. Okay, how many species in this area? Okay, I can simply calculate that from this table. Okay, I am going to a common name. Okay, I'm just drag the common name to the rows. Okay, here you can see the all the unique entries in that column, common name column. Here you can see some other entries like accipital species, acrocephalus species, apu species, like that. Then uh, I want to remove that the accepted species is not an actually species, it's a group name. Okay, apu species is a genus name, like that. I want to avoid that entries. Okay, for that we have to use filters. Okay, which filter you use? That is the here is the category. Okay, here in main dataset I already showed to you the category contains species or subspecies or spurs, etc. Okay, you can just drag that category to the filters. Okay, then filter will appear here. Okay, category filter all is selected. Now all is selected. Okay, I have to edit that. Okay, for editing just click that, and here you put a tick mark, that is the select multiple items. Okay, then expand this entry and you can see the unique value available in that column, that is the domestic ISSF, then slash species pus. Okay, actually the actual species coming under the domestic type and species type. Okay, rest all entries are the subspecies, and ISSF means the subspecies entry that we don't need. Then slash means the if the I am confused with the red whiskered bulbul and red banded bulbul. So some observers uploaded like that, red banded or red whiskered bulbul. That is a slash observations. We are not considering that that field as the species. And species, of course, species. Then spuff means the apu species, like that. Okay. Some group name entries, that is also not a species. Okay, we can uncheck these items, spuff slash isf, like that. We can retain domestic. Domestic, we have the rock pigeon, that is the domestic species. You all know, I think. We have the majority of the rock pigeon population in India is the domestic type. It's not a wild type. And species, of course. Then click OK. Then you can see simply all the apu species or swift species, so all are gone. Acrosavala species, all are gone. So only retains the species. Okay, you can simply select this data set, and you don't have to select the grand total. You can simply use the count, that is 204. 204 species are reported from here. That is very simple. Okay. Uh, this is very simple thing, but we have to go to some more analysis. Okay, like just the common species in that area. Okay, 1 minute.
Hello, Sri Umarita, it's not audible. Not audible, not audible. Hello. Audible അല്ല. Audible അല്ല. Sorry, there are some technical issues.
Hello. Hello.
ഇപ്പോൾ audible ആണ് ശ്രീ ഉമാരേട്ടാ. ഹലോ, audible ആണ്.
Hello, hello,
Hello, audible ആണ്, audible ആണ്.
hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, audible ആണ്. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, audible ആണ്.
Audible ആണോ?
അതെ അതെ, audible ആണ്. അതെ, audible ആണ്. Yes.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, here we go. Uh, okay. Yes. Yeah, I think all of you can see my screen. Okay. Yeah. Here we going to calculate the frequency, because how often we can see a species in the campus, okay, like that, or in any place, the place of interest. Okay, for that I need the species name, and I need the how many checklists have this species is included. Okay, that is the another value I needed. Okay, for that we already create the field, that the unique ID that contains the ID of the group. If the list is shared, the group ID is available. Otherwise, the checklist ID is available in that. Okay, we can use that field to calculate the how many entries of a specific species is appeared in this data. Okay, simply drag that field to the values. Okay, the alpine shift, that is the count of we have to select the unique count of the this value. For that, you have to go to the value settings, value field settings, then choose the distinct count. Instead of count, you have to choose distinct count. Distinct count means the unique count. Okay, just click OK, and then you get the actual count. That is, the alpine shift is appeared only one checklist in this data sheet. Okay, Ashidrongo uh, Ashidrongo appeared in 247 checklist in this data sheet. We can check if this data is correct or not. Okay, I know the alpine shift is appeared only one time in this data set. Just for cross checking and checking that. Okay, just go to this main data sheet, and I am applying filters. Okay, for doing filters, go to data and just click filters. Make sure that the cell the selected cell is in the header column. Okay, header or row. Just click filter, then it will give the all the filter thing, and I'm checking that how many times the alpine shift is appeared here. Okay, just alpine shift, click OK. Yeah, that is only appeared in one time in this whole data set. Okay, we can check also like Ashidrongo. Yes, so I'm checking black or ashy. Click OK. Many entries of the Ashidrongo is there, and I'm just taking the count of this entries, that is 247. Yeah, here you also get the 247. We also get the 247 here. Okay, yeah, so that's the thing. You get the unique entries of every species in this datasheet. Okay, frequency in eBird dataset means that how many times a species appeared in how many checklist contain a specific species. The frequency means how many times species, sorry, how many checklists contain a specific species, or how many checklists appeared for a specific species. For this dataset, Ashidrongo appeared in 247 checklist. We can simply convert this data to percentage by calculating how many checklists uploaded from a region. Okay, for getting that, I want to know the how many unique lists are there for a area of interest. For that, I can simply do the calculation like we can simply select this whole unique ID whole data and just copy and just paste in somewhere else, and I am going to remove the whole duplicates from this data set, that this column. By that, I am getting the how many unique lists are available in here. Okay, yeah, there are four 247 unique lists are available. Okay, I think that makes sense. Okay, these are the totally 247 lists are there. Okay, I think I have done some error here. Not 237. Oh yeah, I just before doing anything in the main data, just remove the filter. Okay, then you do the right thing. Okay, the 247 is the wrong one. And again doing the same thing. Okay, this is the wrong data. Okay, here we go. I am going to remove the duplicates from the unique ID, and yeah, okay. There are more than 7,000 unique checklists are available. I want to know the specific number. So 7,337 unique checklists are uploaded from the region. So I want to calculate the frequency. So just give the frequency. Then I'm going to calculate the frequency. For that, we can use the simple formula as we learn in our schools. Like, so you have to start with equal in every Excel formula. Okay, then equal, then start a bracket, and I want to calculate the percentage. So how many percentage of list contain alpine shift? Okay, that is the I wanted to divide the checklist that appeared alpine shift divided by how many checklists are uploaded from this region. Okay, that is the I think like that. If that is 7,337, okay, 37, then close the bracket, then multiplied by 100, multiplied with 100. Okay, 0.0131363 percentage of list contain the alpine shift. Okay, then just drag the cell to the all other entries, and you will get the frequency of all the species. Again, it will not work. Okay. The best thing to you create this data here. You just copy and paste to somewhere else. That will work easily. Okay. Okay. Just delete that. Equal to, start the bracket, the distinct count of the list divided by 7,337. I think that is the number of checklist multiplied by 100. Okay, then you can easily copy paste the same formula to other cells, so you can easily get the frequency of all the species. Just copy and make it as a value. Okay, then you can apply the filter and you can find out which is the most frequent species in that region. For that, you have to arrange that data to largest to smallest. So white-cheeked barbet is the most reported species from the region, that is Kerala Agricultural University campus. Next, the spotted dove. The 50 means 50% of the list contain the white-cheeked barbet, or almost the more than 3,500 plus checklist contain the white-cheeked barbet. That this means frequency means that. Okay. And 39% of the list contains spotted dove. 36% of the list contains house crow. Like that. This is the most fundamental or most basic analysis we can do with this. So first of all, find out the frequency. By finding out frequency, we can understand which is the most common species in the region. Okay. I think that makes sense to you. Okay, that is one thing. I already said that how to find out how many checklists are uploaded from the region. You can simply copy paste the unique ID field in some other place, and you can remove the duplicates from there, and you will get the checklist uploaded from that region. Okay. Then next, you want to know how many observers or uploaded the checklist from the region. First, you want to know how many observers participated in the whole bird monitoring program in Kerala Agricultural University campus. Okay. For that, we already copy paste the observer ID field to the another place. From this place, I can know, or I am able to calculate the number of observers. Okay. For that, we have to remove the duplicates from there. For that, just select the column that contain observers and just click the remove duplicates. Click OK. Okay. Yes. There are 396 observers participated in the whole bird monitoring activities in the region. Okay. Then here we go some more analysis. What that? I want to know what. I want to know which year or which year have the most checklist uploaded to the eBird from the region. Okay, so I want the data of the year-wise checklist, year-wise number of checklist to understand that. Okay, For that, the eBird dataset is given with the date. Here is the date. AC is the date. Okay, but we have to extract the year only from this data sheet. Otherwise, I'm not able to produce a data set with year and number of checklist. Okay, so I'm going to extract the only year from this date. Okay, here is the formula. Just insert a column next to the AC, that is observation date, and just give a name, that is year. Okay. And here is the formula, that is just start with equal to, and I want to extract the year only. Okay, then I'm going to, the formula is the text. Okay, text, then start the bracket, then Excel asks for a value. Okay, this is the value I want to consider, and by putting a comma, then Excel asks what is the format of text. Okay, generally we use the, for the format of the year is the YYYY. That is the general format we used for a year. Okay, used for representing years. Okay, we generally use MM for the month and D for the date, like that. Here I am using YYYY. Okay, just close the bracket, just enter. Oh, okay, AC. 1 minute. Text. Okay. Yes, you have to put a double quotation. I show it again. Just click equal to and use the text formula. Start a bracket. Choose the date. You want to convert it as a year. Just put a comma and start with a double quotation mark, and you give YYYY, then close the quotation mark, close the bracket, and enter. Okay, you just get the year. Okay, you can copy this formula to all the respective cells. Okay, you can simply get the year only in all the subcells. This is very simple. Okay, if you need the date or month, okay, month. The formula is very similar. Text, start with the bracket, select the date, putting a comma, start with quotation mark, and give MM. Okay, close the quotation mark, close the bracket. The third month. It's okay, isn't it? Yeah. You can just copy the formula to other. You can just get the month and year separately from the date. Okay. Then I can look for the how many checklists uploaded in each year from KU campus or Kerala Agriculture University campus. If we adding a new contents to the main dataset, we have to recreate the pivot table. Okay, I'm going to just recreate the pivot table. Select the whole data, go to insert and pivot table. Okay, and add to this data model. I want to place the pivot table in new worksheet. Okay, then click OK. It will take some time. You can ask any questions in between because these are confusing. I know that. If you have any confusion, let me know that. Okay. I want a table with the year and number of checklist. Okay. Then we are already created a new field like year. You can just search here for find out in that. Okay, year that should be placed in rows. Okay, these are the unique years, that is 1991, 1992, and there is no 2010, there is no 2011, 2012, 13, 14, like that. And we need the values as what? This is the unique ID. Unique ID is the number of checklist that representing the number of checklist field. Just put that in the values. Okay, and change the field settings to distinct count. Just click OK. Yeah, here you get the in 1991 there are 6 checklists uploaded. We can easily note the in 2014 381 checklists uploaded. 2015 more than 1000 checklists were uploaded, like that. You can get easily what the how many checklists uploaded in each year. You can just copy and paste it somewhere else. Yep. You can get the table, but this is the continuous data, isn't it? Some years are missing, but this is the more or less continuous data. And you can draw some simple graph for representing this. That is more understandable to the people. Okay. And for drawing some charts, this is the continuous data, and I can use the line graph for this, representing this. Okay. For drawing line graph, you just select the whole data set and go to the insert. Okay. There is a good option like what is the recommended chart for this data. You can click that, or otherwise, if you know the right graph for this data, you can choose the line graph. Okay. We can choose the So first, this shows the bar chart because some years are missing. That's why the Excel recommended for a bar chart. But no, I need to draw a line graph. Okay, just draw the line graph. Yeah, here I get the line graph. Okay, in my x-axis the years are same, and y-axis the number of checklists. You can modify this graph with any color or text. You can add a legend, anything you can do with this graph that you can explore. Okay. Also, I can, I can understand the most common 10 species in the campus from this table. Okay. Yes. We can do lots of other things. I think the time is very already exceeded more than 1.5 hour or 2 hours, like that. Yeah, 2 hours. I think I can stop here. For your information, we are using R software for dealing with the large data set. Okay. So try to do some free courses on R. If you have the capability, you can easily learn the coding, and otherwise you can simply learn how to use some packages in R for doing such analysis. Okay. I think I can stop here now. If any doubt, you can directly call me, okay, or message me. Yes. Birami, can we stop now?
Okay. Any doubts?
Yeah, you
For
can ask
now.
doubt here.
You can unmute yourself and ask the doubts.
Yeah.
I think there are no doubts.
Okay, you can call me on 9400 314481. Okay, I can put it in the chat. Okay. Okay, I just put it in the chat. You can use that phone number to contact me. You can first message me, then I will try to solve that problem, or if necessary, you can call me, no problem. First, you have to work or try to download some data from eBird and try to clean the data or manage the data by yourself. If you have any doubt on that, you can simply call me. Okay. Yeah, thank you to all for
Okay.
joining us.
Thank you, everyone. I hope we can conduct some more sessions for continuing this. Okay, thank you, everyone. We are stopping the meeting. Thank you.